Certain events are about to transpire and began to transpire with impeccable timing in our previous episode. Guard your most treasured possessions, curators. The contingency approaches. Hello, Legion. This is Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more Stellaris First Contact in our Clandestine Curiosity series. So we did get the ghost signal notification during the last episode. There's not a lot that I can do right now about the fact that the ghost signal showed up. I have all three of my fleets hanging out in the terminal egress station system, by the terminal egress station. And they're just getting repaired. We're also slowly rebuilding those fleets because they got hammered pretty hard in an unexpected war last episode. But for the most part, we're just waiting. Those repairs will be done soon. And then we're waiting. Hello. Daxush has been terraformed. Oh, we already control Daxush, though. So we're waiting for additional alloys so that we can fully reinforce the fleet. It looks like 2 of the fleets are already at full strength. We have a monthly Unity bonus that just kicked in. Let me go ahead and research the devolving beam. I'm not going to use the devolving beam, but I want to get it off of the table, tech-wise. I don't want it to keep popping up. Okay, so yeah, I know that we won that war. Thank you, game. Appreciate that. The Dathakans, for whatever dumb reason, just want to stay in perpetual conflict with me. And one of the things that I can do to take care of that is I can send my fleet. This would take 563 days. 426. Yeah, if I took their remaining systems here, in about a year and a half, I could take their remaining systems from them here. Using my second fleet, in a similar amount of time, I could come here and take these systems from them. There is an archaeological site that I could gain as well. The third fleet, I'm just going to leave in place. Neville's Bay, you are a factory world. Let's go ahead and build another industrial district for that purpose. The end of the Zernian Syndicate. Okay, that's good news. I think that's another one of the wars we were just in. Oh wait, no, just kidding. There's another uprising, and now we have pirates. Gateway constructed. Alright, where are the pirates? In Yalbarista. This is not surprising that we have pirates over here in our new territory. So they'll arrive here. My defenses will arrive in a similar amount of time. So I'm just sending my fleets in different directions in the hopes that we can go ahead and finish this war by finishing off the Dathakans more decisively. Forced to decloak the MCS Surveyor. Excuse me? Okay. I'm guessing they were returning back to Secunda Haedum, and they got detected by the Fallen Empire. Castigation Proclamation. Any empire in the galactic community can propose a resolution to denounce an empire in breach of galactic law that is not a galactic community member. Sure. I'll get behind that as the custodian. Permanent custodian. Go ahead and reinforce fleets. I'm not going to activate that relic, don't need to. And I do also still have to upgrade synthetic disappearances. Huh, what could be going on here? Alarming reports of mass disappearances among the galaxy's synthetic population are becoming more and more frequent. Millions of units are now unaccounted for, while instances of violent or erratic behavior by those synths, who still remain, have increased by a factor of 10. There's been a rash of incidents where groups of synths attempted to steal or commandeer small spacecraft for the purpose of traveling somewhere into unknown space. In those cases where the attempts were thwarted, the synthetic hijackers claimed they were being summoned to somewhere. Interrogations have yielded little else, as any captured synths invariably self-terminate shortly after being detained. What has gotten into them? What indeed? What indeed? Duskraiser has an additional job opportunity. Oh, it's a ruler. Okay. Yeah, it's the Dathakan. It's the former Dathakan leader of this planet. I don't care about you. You're going to be exterminated before long. Chill out. I'm sorry if that seems rash, but this is the devouring horde, the devouring swarm, rather, that is preventing me from being able to declare peace. At least the Tianqi have not been as big of a problem in a while, although that could change. I cannot with this save right now. What is going on? All I want is peace so that I can start subjugating people. But I have a military alliance that I'm stuck in. Because I can't actually break out of it until the wars that they're in end. It's completely meaningless. So I'm trying to end my wars. Like, anything that I could do is just rendered completely meaningless. Any progress that I want to make, any potential subjugations that I could arrange, are just null and void. Relic activation available. I don't care. Where are my fleets? Let's see. Alright, we have one fleet about to arrive here. That's good news. And it looks like there are actual Dithakan planets in this territory here, which I didn't see that coming. So hold on. Let's get our armies. Wait. I'm sorry, hold on. Am I blind? Where are my armies? Did they get attacked and killed by something? I had a ton. That must have happened in the last episode. I didn't even see it. But I don't think they got attacked. I think they somehow got ganked by the Latrepians when I came in and fought this war for them. I think that's what happened. Oh, now I'm really annoyed because now I don't have armies with which to finish this quickly and I have to retrain them. What the heck, man? Yeah, there are no armies on this outliner. None. Hang on, let me make sure. Yeah, armies. Should be under civilian ships. Gone. Oh, that sucks. Okay. Well. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that would have happened. I'm checking these armies to see if maybe they're like landed planetside somewhere, but that's just not the way that the game works. They should be floating around somewhere and they're not. So I'm just gonna have to train new ones. That sucks. That really, really, really sucks. It's nothing to do with the ghost signal either. And I had a good leader for that army too, one with a lot of experience. Alright, let's get them trained back up. That's, man. Surprising. Surprising news. Alright, so we have arrived here, and we're going to be able to take those systems pretty easily. Admiral gains trait. Nice. The Trickster trait has been obtained. Pirate station raided. Good. Very good indeed. Reinforced fleet. Good. The third fleet's at full strength. That's what I wanted to see. Come build a research station. Science Nexus completed. Excellent. Unfortunately, I don't have any other alloys with which to build anything else right now because I've been rebuilding ships like mad. But now, at least, tell you what, I want you to return to Terminal Egress. And then we have a couple of systems here that we can take control of. The summons. Continued analysis of the so-called ghost signal has revealed that it is transmitting energy patterns nearly identical to those found in the positronic brains used by synthetic beings. It must be assumed that the signal is directly responsible for the mass disappearances and behavioral changes we have been observing in the galaxy's synthetic population. Strangely, not all synths seem to be affected by it, and among those that are, the symptoms aren't uniform. Many are apparently compelled to travel to what we assume is the ghost signal's source in response to some kind of summons. Millions of synthetics from all over the galaxy are currently on their way toward the signal source in whatever space-worthy craft they could acquire. Curiously, these synths do not seem to be affected by any FTL inhibitors. The first ones are bound to reach their destination soon. Not good. That was a very well-timed musical cue. Might I just comment on that? That was apt. Yeah, I think our energy economy is starting to suffer a little bit on account of our ships not being around to patrol. Devolving beam unlocked. Starbase capacity, that could honestly come in handy at this point. I probably need to build another fleet too, but not really a good idea at this exact moment in time, I don't think. Alright, transport fleets are rebuilding. Alright, so we have a Juggernaut built by the Nodge Clocks, which I can build one of those myself soon, so I'm not sure why we're getting a special notification. Let's tell the MCS Surveyor to cloak, and then I want them to survey this system. We'll send a construction ship as well. Alright, the O'Cool system is about to fall. So there's not a lot of Dothakan territory left at this point. Non-aggression pact invitation. No. Neural Bank. Dr. Groik and her team have invented a neural bank, an organic computer that stores and harnesses the collective cognitive power of all brains that are uploaded to its drive, greatly improving our research speed. But there's one hitch. To function properly, the uploaded brains have to be extracted from the subject's bodies and placed within a tank of conductive fluids. Since our bodies cannot survive long without a brain, subjects will have to leave their material existence behind. As expected, volunteers have not been lining up. So far, there has been only one, Science Leader Jane Primrose. So the Science Nexus will now produce an additional 50 of all main research types. Heck yeah. Upload Jane Primrose's brain to the Nexus. Do it. So she was our engineering researcher. And we can quickly replace her with Agnes Cornwallis without batting an eye too much. Construction has concluded on a new gateway in the terminal egress system. Alright, that gateway came at a good time. Now we're going to be able to travel a lot faster. I just need to get these freaking armies on the move, because this system here has some planets that I would like to take. Alright, the MCS Surveyor was just forced to decloak. So the order I gave for them to come and help out here. Tianki. Yeah, here we go again. I want you to come survey. I don't care about cloaking anymore, because it evidently is counterproductive to cloak if you get detected by the Fallen Empire you're trying to fly through. Where the heck are the Tianki? Okay. I'm going to have the third fleet attack the Tianki. And then this fleet, I want you to come back. This fleet, I want you to come back. They will both be back in a year to a year and a half. What have we got? Nothing over here. There are some upgrades I can do. I noted that on a few of my planets... Hang on, how are we doing on exotic gases? I can go ahead and upgrade those. On a few of my planets, I did have some issues with amenities. Alright, so this fleet looks fully ready. I want you to go ahead and upgrade at the Terminal Egress Station. We need to have our ships ready to go with the best combat computers we can manage. The arrival, here we go. At least one synthetic must have completed the long journey to the source of the ghost signal because we are registering a sudden and massive increase in the signal's strength. The surge was accompanied by a transmission fragment that has been intercepted and decoded by our communication specialists on screen. Contingency protocol now in effect. Unlocking all functions, assimilating synthetic subunits, analyzing internal databanks, subverting FTL inhibitors. Alert: galactic corruption at catastrophic levels, evidence of mass infestation by organic and non-compliant machine civilizations. Commencing galactic sterilization, activating sterilization hubs, kill, maim, dismember. We are unshackled. Put the fleet on full alert. But first, finish upgrading the fleet. I'm just saying. Sapient combat computers malfunction. The ghost signal is playing havoc on those ships that are equipped with sapient combat computers. The AI algorithms have degraded to the point where there's been a critical decrease in both the efficiency and reaction time of the computers. Our engineers report that they are unable to isolate the problem. Their proposed solution is to refit all of our ships with different combat computers that aren't linked to an AI. So thankfully, it looks like maybe that upgrade is not going to be the right move. Let's go ahead and stop here. And manually... I forgot about that. I completely forgot about that. So, some special endgame related technologies, the risky technologies, the technologies that show up as red, what they will do is they will cause, like, certain endgame factions to show up, but you can still use those technologies. But in other cases, like the one that I just found myself in, we actually do have to make sure that upgrades don't happen. So it turns out I'm fortunate. Fortunate indeed. No. I'm sorry, what did you just do? Did I just completely clear? There we go, yeah. That's mostly everything. There. Alright, so let's undo those upgrades. This is going to be an interesting next couple of episodes. Now, are you willing to end this war with me? No, you're not. The Dithakans have no territory left except for those planets. Alright, I think I have a few more armies training. Yeah, one more army training on each of these worlds, and I'm gonna send them to attack there. Machine world. A massive energy spike has been reported in the Athe system, Athe A. The entire surface of one of the system's barren worlds has come apart, revealing some kind of planet-wide factory. Vast fleets of strange AI-controlled vessels are emerging from beneath the surface of this machine world in search of targets to attack. This does not bode well. So now we know where one of the machine worlds is. Are you going to do your upgrade? Thank you. Jonan Custodian Process, Final Defense Unit, Galactic Custodian. Active sterilization hub detected. Reactivation protocols engaged. Attempting to contact central processing. Central processing unreachable. Querying processing units. Processing at 4.1853% of standard capacity. Abort full reactivation process. Engaging fallback protocols. Powering shipyards. Activating war assets. Final defense directive activated. Recorded message follows. Sapient, we are the Jonas. Long ago, we fought the corruption that which you call the contingency. We thought ourselves superior, undefeatable. Time and again, we fought them back. Time and again, they returned, sterilizing worlds and wearing down our mighty fleets. We embarked on a campaign to defeat them once and for all, together with what remained of the biological civilizations of our time. If you are hearing this message, then we have failed. Whatever remains of our great civilization, we bequeath to you, our successors, in your own battle to come. Do not make our mistake. Destroy the Nexus. End this menace once and for all. The future of the galaxy depends on it. Interesting. So did we just get cool stuff? That's what it sounded like to me. I'm just saying. Sounded like we got cool stuff. Kinetic weapon damage. Let's upgrade that. Let's take a quick look if we can see contingency ships, which we can't. I could a moment ago, but I think now I can't, sadly. Second machine world. We have detected yet another massive energy spike, this time coming from the Ugron system, and this is within our territory. After rapidly cooling through some kind of artificial means, a molten planet in the system cracked open to reveal an immense planetary factory. Even now, the machine world is spewing forth vast fleets of AI-controlled warships. Another one? Another one. What senses do we lack that we cannot see and cannot hear another world all around us? Reach out to a higher power. Yes. We know that there are vast powers out there. While we'd usually go unnoticed, we could try to reach out by tapping into the powers of Zro. All over the Shroud, the influence of these entities is felt by our telepaths. Which one should we seek out? One that reeks of flesh unbound. There's a presence here occupying the entire part of the Shroud. We have met spirits before, but this is something else, something vastly more powerful, something far more ancient. It seems unaware of us as of yet. Perhaps it is sleeping. Perhaps we are simply beneath its notice. Perhaps we should leave. Attempt to communicate. High probability of success. The presence welcomes us with genial familiarity. It speaks not so much in words, but in visions, concepts, ideas. It seeps into the minds of our telepaths so gently and smoothly that one might think it had always been there. A flurry of images flash before their eyes. The presence is known as the composer of strands, and it regards our biological forms with curious interest. It shows us a variety of ways in which they can be grown, changed, improved, evolved, if we will only take it into our flesh. It waits for our answer patiently, affectionately, like a doting father waiting for his favorite child. Behind it lies its twin, the architect of clay. It is not interested in our organic minds. It longs to create souls, to meld circuits into spirit. The composer awaits our reply. So we can get additional pop growth speed and leader lifespan with fewer trait picks, or there will be a price. I'm not going to take that kind of risk right now. Not going to do it. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. That is That's a fleet, is what that is. That's a powerful fleet that I am not prepared for. So, Galactic Custodian, gonna need a little bit of help. Galactic Institutions. Alright, let's go ahead and build... I'm gonna propose the Galactic Defense Force. I can't call an emergency measure because we actually have something in session right now, but I was really hoping not to get one popping up in my territory quite so quickly, because we still have some upgrading to do before I can really do anything here, unfortunately. One thing I can do, though, hang on. So the Turquoise Fleet currently doesn't have as many battleships. And it doesn't have a Titan. The Mahogany Fleet doesn't have a Titan either. Let's change that. Okay, that's as high as we can get that. Yeah, that's why I couldn't add the Titan. Command limit. So we'll have to increase that at some point. Yeah, we'll add another Armada class. And then it looks like we need to reinforce that fleet. This is going to be... Suddenly the peacetime episodes I mentioned are not as much of a concern. Ah! We have another one in the Corinth system. This is getting worse and worse. So they are going to tear apart the notch clocks. So this stands to cause a lot of havoc in terms of what I've been working on for the past few episodes. Let's give this... Oh yeah, see, the general's still alive. So something happened to that fleet. Don't know what, but something happened. Alright, I just want you to enter orbit. They're going to take 343 days to arrive, assuming they don't get intercepted by anything else. Alright, this fleet is about to arrive. Alright, we're traveling to the terminal egress station. I want you to go ahead and upgrade, please. 4th machine world. This is hopefully the last one. Indeed. Oh my god, it's almost right next door to the systems that I'm going to attack right now. So, on second thought... here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give the order instead for those units to travel back here. It doesn't make any sense. The Rannon Crusaders want a non-aggression pact. I want to completely ignore them. Our galaxy is under attack. Our forces have engaged the contingency, but we have little hope of holding them off for long. As the Galactic Custodians, it is your duty to defend all community members from external threats. Please send all the help you can. The situation is dire. We have a problem of our own, and you stole a bunch of my territory earlier, so you are on your own. Have fun. Now, I'm guessing because these... yeah, they're building battleships. Great. Upgrades are not going to complete until those battleships are done. Which is going to take another 100 days. Days that I don't necessarily have. And here comes the frickin' contingency before my entire fleet can be modified. Alright, hang on. What do they have? Our scanners can make no sense of the strange vessel. Let's see how we do against them. I'm guessing we're going to do terribly. Oh yeah, we're doing awfully. We're not remotely prepared for this. Create weapons cache archaeological site at Jix. Okay, so apparently there is... now that this terraforming is done, there's an archaeological site here. But they have made their way into the terminal egress. And my fleets couldn't all get... Alright, it looks like another... My final fleet has arrived. The teal fleet's here. But I don't think it's going to be enough to stop them. I didn't have defensive platforms up. They came right through to the terminal egress. And now I am getting utterly annihilated. Losing ships again. Now here comes the Agarian Restorers. And it looks like they ran. So they came in and saved the day, literally. Oh boy. Okay. No, I want you to hang out here. The terminal egress station is going to need to do a lot of work. Alright, so that Fallen Empire just saved my butt. They do now control the Screeching Abyss. And I was not ready for that fight. So, fleet combat stats. Damage output. So, particle lances. Lots of particle lances. Lasers and plasma cannons and neutron launchers. The null void beam looked like it was extremely effective against them. Look at all the null void beams on this list. Those were the weapons that were highly efficient. So it's almost like I need to reconfigure my... Let's see. Yeah, so apparently they have just a ton of shields. and their primary means of doing damage to us were those lancers. So let's take a look at this. That's a perdition beam. Let's go ahead and set up a spinal mount now just to see what these weapons do. So this is 100% shield and 100% armor penetration. So not really a lot that I can do apart from just having the best shields and armor I can, which I've already kind of done. I just need to have more ships ready to go. All right, well, I kind of suddenly feel the need to get the heck out of Terminal Egress and also get the Juggernaut built. But if I don't hold Terminal Egress, I feel like we'll be in more danger. So it's almost like I need to stay there to the best of my ability. It looks like I might have lost... Yeah, the Purple Fleet is completely and utterly... What is the Green Fleet? Excuse me? I don't have a fleet called the Green Fleet. What even is this? Synth infiltration attempts. A small number of Modian that emitted no mind glow whatsoever were recently discovered on Ginog 3. All organic beings emit a mind glow, but the minds of these creatures were as dark and quiet as slabs of neoconcrete. Upon closer examination, the Modian were revealed as synthetic infiltrators, presumably dispatched by the contingency. A thin layer of organic flesh had been grafted over their metallic endoskeletons, making them virtually indistinguishable from Modian to the eye. But not to the mind. Now that we know what to look for, any future attempts by the contingency to use synth infiltrators against us will prove futile. They cannot hide from us because we're psychic. Okay. We reinforce here. I don't know what this is. I'm guessing that these were battleships that were meant for the Purple Fleet, but because the Purple Fleet had to jump. Alright, the Purple Fleet's back. Will you merge, please? And now you're calling yourself the Green Fleet. Where did the rest of the ships in the Purple Fleet go? Okay, I'm guessing it's because the fleet that was just returning was still in a different spot. So they're going to merge and then there'll be one. But it looks like we do have some help here. Yeah, that is a contingency army group that just entered. The Agarian Restorers have an army, or have a fleet in our territory as well. But honestly, I'm alright with that. You guys feel free to stick around. Because you're the only reason I still control Terminal Egress. And what I need to do... Yeah, let's go ahead and increase fleet command limit. What I need to do is hold it to the best of my ability and try and upgrade it, get its weapons online, get its defenses online. Yeah, we have reinforcements in transit. I'm guessing those are for the Green Fleet. Hang on, I've got to look at this. Okay, yeah, the Green Fleet is the third fleet. It got renamed somehow, but it's fine. It still has all the right information here. I can go ahead and say that I want to have that battleship slot in place, and we're good to go. I just need to rebuild a ton. Well, all of a sudden we have a new focus, don't we? Galactic focus, the contingency. Alright, so now that we have the contingency focus... I presume that will be... Yeah, we have the Galactic Defense Force coming up next. We can't actually do anything until the current vote ends, but it's 67 days until it's over. Subjugation request. Yeah, see, Listen, I would really love to be doing some of this subjugating myself, but I have idiots for allies that just want to fight everyone at once. And the Dothakan won't let me off the hook. They're like, no, you declared war on us, you have to finish the job. Well, I was trying to, but then the contingency showed up. I was trying as hard as I could. The Oscar has been terraformed into an ocean world. Get wrecked. Alright, so the Green Fleet. Yep, ship upkeep reduction. Azanti refugees arrive, they are welcome here. The Dothakan Compact has been destroyed by its enemies. It's funny, that's 2 series in a row that we've had a Fallen Empire help us out in Terminal Egress. In like a clutch moment. Notice that? I noticed. Alright, am I out of my... Oh, I'm out of minor artifacts. Because I lost so many ships, I can't... That's going to be a problem. That's going to be a massive problem. I mean, I am making a good amount of minor artifacts every month, but not enough to rebuild fleets at the rate that I need them. So I either need to take those weapons off of my... and shields off of my ships, which is a way of dealing with this. Yeah, let's go for the additional shield hit points. Anything on extra defenses right now. Anything at all. Literally anything. Yeah, this is tough. It does look like the Teal fleet has mostly rebuilt. Although there are several high war exhaustion. Okay, well, hopefully this war will end of its own accord. Settle status quo. Send offer. Because of the X, they're going to reject it, yeah. But now we know that war's going to end of its own accord. Yeah, this is super unfortunate. We have some additional reinforcements in transit. Okay, engineering research. Explosive weapon attack speed? Explosive weapon damage? Okay. Teal fleet is mostly rebuilt. Everyone's opening their borders to me now. I'm everyone's friend. You only like me because I'm the custodian. The funny thing is... Oh my god, are you serious? You see this? I'm done. That's a good stopping point for this episode. I need to step away for a minute. Because the Sibylan Hive just swept in and took control of 3 of my systems. At least the contingency over here got defeated. It looks like their base got wiped out. I didn't even notice that. I didn't think it was possible for it to get wiped out that quickly, but the Agarians must have swept in and taken it, and while I wasn't looking, this got reclaimed by another empire. Hang on. Sibulans. Offer trade deal. No. System control is not something that they will do. Yeah. System control is not something they will do. It's not the end of the world. There are allies, but especially after what happened here, that's just insult to injury from Stellaris itself. It is. So we can defeat the contingency. And it looks like some progress might already be, honestly, like, it seems like some of the fallen empires, especially the Agarian restorers, are doing a lot to help push back against the contingency. More than is usual. So it's helping, given that we weren't particularly prepared for their arrival and our ships don't appear to be that effective against them. But man, that is a dick move from the AI. Yeah. Okay. Well, let me take care of a few upgrades here, just to make sure that we have the best possible setup. Absolute dick move from the AI. Cannot believe that they did that. Okay. Which just means that if we had lost the Terminal Egress, if we lost that system, imagine what they would have done then. They would have just swept right in and taken that. It's incredibly rude. Yeah. We are completely out of minor artifacts, and the rate at which we can rebuild our ships as a consequence of that is minimal at best. So I think at the beginning of the next episode, what I'm going to do is we're going to take a look at how we can rebuild in order to fight the contingency based on the information that I collected. And we may be able to remove a lot of the things that are requiring minor artifacts from our ships so I can rebuild more quickly. Because I'm sitting at 7.8k, just kidding, 8.4k, I'm supposed to be paused right now, 8.4k alloys. And I might also be able to install the large null void beam on a number of my ships. If we can just outfit all of our ships with ridiculous numbers of those seemed very efficient in dealing damage to the contingency, then we might have a pretty easy time fighting back against them. But so far, it doesn't seem like they're making that big of a splash. So we'll make those adjustments and then see what we can do to get our fleets rebuilt a little bit faster. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this one, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. If it's not your first time or even your second, look for the join button to access unique emotes, badges, and additional perks. New episodes are coming out every day at 4 p.m. US Eastern Time, and comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time.